Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
How are you?
I'm good. It's 2019.
I know, what?
I know, it's crazy.
I know. That's pretty awesome. Hey, everybody. We hope that y'all are doing great.
We hope you had a great holiday and good New Year.
Yeah. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all of that good stuff. So, what's been, what?
Well, you know what's been going on?
What?
Resolutions. Everybody's making resolutions. The beginning of the
Yes.
year. They're writing them down.
I know, that's what a friend of mine goes to the gym. And I was like, sucker, you are going to be in trouble come Monday. You know, everybody's going to want
Be
to
at
be
the gym?
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be standing room only.
Oh, absolutely. Everybody.
And then Tuesday.
Yep. By Friday, it'll be like,
Crickets.
okay, we're back to normal. Yep. No.
Hitting that snooze button.
That's right.
I know. It's you go in with all this gusto, like, I'm
Yep.
gonna do this, and you don't really map it out.
But you know what blows my mind is, why does it have to start on the 1st? Like,
I
why
don't
do
know.
we wait?
Well, because we look for clean slates. So like Mondays are like the beginning of the work week. And so I'll start Monday. Like, it's just like everything. Maybe that's why we hate Mondays.
Yes.
And there's so many memes floating around about Mondays.
But you know what? That kind of throws me off on a little. I saw this thing the other day, and it was a guy. Oh my gosh, it was so wonderful. He was talking about how everybody like dreads Monday, but why? Why do you dread Monday? Like he was saying, your Monday should be your Friday. Like, if you're dreading it, why are you dreading Mondays?
Right.
You know, maybe you should look at fixing.
Why you dread it.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's your career, I mean, if you're that miserable.
Right.
To where, I mean, I remember when I was working, like, at a 9 to 5, like, there was times where I would, be heartbroken Sunday night. That or the little boy next door to my parents was precious. He came home, he came over yesterday, and he was like, you would have sworn his dog got hit by a car or something, because he was just devastated. And my mama said, you know, what is wrong? And he says, and he's 6, by the way, I've got to go to school tomorrow. She said, no, y'all are out of school tomorrow. He says, I'm going to go ask my mom. So he runs next door, he asks her, he comes back, he's like, oh my goodness, I don't have to go to school. And he was like elated. And I'm like thinking, wow, the poor kid. But I mean, boy, what do you have to look forward to? Crappy Mondays when you get older, you know? So, I mean, we really should, I think, rethink that. Like,
wrap a different bow on a Monday.
yeah.
Poor Monday gets no love.
I know. So why would you start something on a Monday if it's so miserable? So I think we could really start something new any day. Why not?
Just pick a day.
Yeah. So, but I guess
Look at us. We had a plan.
Yeah. I mean, I find when you plan stuff, it doesn't work out. So,
it never works out for us.
Right.
For sure. I mean, some things, but you know, I think like we planned, okay, we're going to do our podcast on a Monday. Mm-hmm. And here we are on Tuesday.
That's right. So why not?
Yeah. And I don't feel bad about that.
No, not at all.
I mean, I feel good that we get to do it.
That's right. And
whenever we get to do it is when we get to do it.
Right.
I'm not wrapping that to a day.
Right. I think that's important.
Yeah.
Maybe give you something else to think about, like,
and give you some breathing room, because we've talked about breathing room before, and I think that's going to be a constant thread in most of our topics.
Yeah,
is about allowing yourself to breathe, and don't set such strict boundaries for yourself.
Yeah,
to operate within. Yeah, because it's okay.
I think a lot of self-love needs to happen this year. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I feel energetically as well.
Agree with you.
Is I think that this year is the main focus, or at least what Spirit has guided through me or to me, was self-love. Because I think that we're so busy caring about everybody else and taking care of everybody else and making sure everybody else's cup is full, that when you're making your New Year's resolutions, be kind to yourself and give yourself some self-love. You know, we say, oh, I'm going to take care, I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to eat well. But you're really doing that because you love yourself, and that's taking care of yourself.
Right.
Instead of looking at it as, this is what's wrong with me and I need to fix it. I think when you put, I'm going to do this because I want to help myself and love myself, it makes it a little bit more not only achievable, but it feels good.
More appealing
Yeah.
to do. Not, I have to do this because of my body. I want to do this because I care about myself.
Right.
Yes, I agree.
And when you start practicing self-love and what that looks like, you see so much of your other aspects of your life grow. Like,
You're right. You're absolutely
you become
right.
a much, I guess,
Aware, maybe?
yeah, but you more appealing to everybody. You're able to touch people and people are drawn to you because people are automatically drawn to what's positive.
They feel your energy.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, I think that that's important. So I would like to say that 2019 is the year of self-love.
I like that.
And, being selfish. You can be selfish, people. It's okay.
It is okay.
I'm giving you permission. Nobody else might give you permission, but I am giving you permission.
So, when your boss is like, you're taking a wellness day already, it's just January whatever. You're like, well, Leigh Ann said it was okay.
That's right. So I'll write you a note if you need me to.
But it's true, because I think when we get caught up in taking care of house and work and kids and life, we put our needs on the back burner because we do and do and do, and we forget to take some time out. You might go in on a Monday with grand plans, and things don't necessarily work out the way maybe you have a sick child, or maybe you're not feeling so well, or whatever, and it derails your plans, and then you forget.
Yep.
And by the end of the week, you feel defeated when you shouldn't let it derail your plans. It's okay well, I didn't get it right that day.
Yeah.
I forgot, and it's not about getting it right or getting it wrong, but it's, okay, I forgot to take care of myself, but it's not too late.
Exactly.
Like, it's never too late. And just if you miss one day or one thing that you had planned to do for yourself, it doesn't mean, oh, I'm done.
Right. I failed.
I failed.
No,
you didn't
you
fail.
Didn't.
Yeah, there's no failure.
No.
And just like with resolutions, it's not a failure situation. And oftentimes you don't do the thing that you said you were going to do, or you're not consistent with it, and then you're like, you just give up.
Right.
And you don't need to.
No.
It's okay. It's not a
doesn't have to be on a Monday.
Yeah, and it's not an all or nothing.
Exactly.
So be patient with yourself, be kind to yourself, love yourself.
Yeah.
And allow it to happen.
And allow yourself, like you said, to make those mistakes and know that it's okay.
Right.
That's okay, because everybody's going to mess up at some point. I heard something this weekend that someone say that your life is made up by seconds. It's just a second. Like, in your life, this moment is just made up of just second.
Right.
So if you just kind of pare it down and look at each moment for what it is, it makes it a little bit easier to process.
Right.
And that comes with loving yourself, really.
Yeah.
And allowing yourself the time and the space to do that. Everybody, I often see people that say, "Oh, I'm gonna go and do this for myself," right? Well, they do, but there's guilt associated with it. It's like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this trip," but they're not getting the full experience out of it because they're thinking, "Oh, well, I should be doing this," or maybe, "Oh, well, so and so didn't get to do this," or embrace it.
Should be can be your downfall.
It
can be your undoing.
Yeah.
Because I suffer from the shoulds.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely suffer from the should be's.
Yeah.
And even
over the holiday.
Over
Yeah,
the
I'm gonna
holiday.
you were so worried about you weren't doing enough with the kids, remember?
Right.
And I hope that's okay.
I know. I didn't feel like I was entertaining them enough. And
Right.
I felt guilty about it. And the day that you were like, Michelle, it's okay. They're going to be fine. And that day,
Mm-hmm.
I got home and they had gone to a friend's house to play.
Yeah.
And I ended up having like rushing home, but then I had like an hour to myself to
Yeah.
do something I needed to get done. And I'm like, oh, all this guilt. And they're at a friend's house playing. Yeah.
It's like the moments I had the same thing with my son the other day. We were spending time together and we had a great, I mean, we played games one night and it was so wonderful. The next day I'm like, okay, we're going to do this again. And he's like, can you just go somewhere else? Like, leave me alone.
I've had enough mom time.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, what happened yesterday? Well, I mean, that was
yesterday.
That's done. Now I'm over it.
Had enough mom time.
Yeah. So it's like,
I'm full.
oh, okay. So I see how this works,
Yeah.
You can go now. So
Right.
But it's our own guilt.
It's our own guilt. And I spent a whole day, this was a few years ago, avoiding my youngest. He wanted my attention. I'm like, hang on, I got to get this done. I got to get this done. And I avoided him. And it was the specific game that he had invented. He is an inventor of games. It's all he does. And I was dreading it because I'm not good at pretend. Like I'm good. You want to play Legos, you want to play cards, you want to play whatever. I'm all over that. But if it's a made up game, I'm shutting down. So I avoided him. And it was finally about like 7:30 that night. And I'm like, okay, mom's going to play with you. It was 2 minutes. It was a 2-minute game. He waited for me the whole day. I mean, he entertained himself and he did, and he played with his brothers. But he only wanted 2 minutes of my time to do this one little thing. And I'm like, I have been avoiding that? Really? I wasted so much energy and guilt all day. Now, mind you, I matched all my socks.
I am impressed.
Anything to avoid playing this made-up game. And he only wanted 2 minutes of my time.
Wow.
And it was so humbling because I felt like that was probably a bigger picture lesson.
Oh, absolutely.
That we avoid things that we think are going to be so like draining.
But
it was 2 minutes.
Right.
But it was nothing.
I think it's the expectation or the lead up, the anticipation of having to do something that we really don't want to do.
It's not in our comfort zone.
Right.
Yeah.
And then like you said, when we do it, it's like, oh, I mean, had I realized that it was going to be that easy.
I know that.
Yeah. But I think resolutions go in the same
They do.
thing.
You avoid, yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm going to avoid this until the first day of the week, But,
And then you go, I'll start next Monday. Well, why wait a whole week?
Yeah.
You can start Thursday. It's
Yeah.
no big deal.
Yeah.
And even if you only do it Thursday and you skip a day, it's okay.
Yeah.
You got a whole year to work on it.
That's right.
I mean, and it could carry on to the next year.
Yeah, I'm at practice.
Yeah.
We practice to get better. We don't practice to, what is it? I
don't
forgot.
know.
I think it was like.
It sounds familiar, but I don't know.
I just talked about that. You practice to get better. You not to be perfect.
Oh, well, yes, that makes sense.
Well, no, I guess you practice to be perfect. I don't know.
But perfection really is not attainable. It's
Right.
I don't know. But it's a good thought.
It is. Well,
But
for what
here's the
it's
thing
worth.
with resolutions, and I think it's any resolution. And I think any resolution that you're going to make, you need to visualize what is that going to look like? What is it going to require of me to do? What do I have anyone in place that could be my person that motivates me, checks in on me? If you're going to be exercise, do you need an exercise buddy? Or do you need someone to go, hey, did you do your exercise? Someone to just hold you accountable. So, or maybe you want to try a new eating lifestyle. And I'm not going to call it a diet because I don't believe in diets. I think it puts false pressure on ourselves because then you're like, oh, I busted my diet, forget it. I think it's making a lifestyle change. And so if you're looking for a new way to eat, whether it's the keto or paleo or whatever that is, you have to visualize what does that look like. You have to see yourself, joining the gym or going to the gym, not just joining. I mean, how many people are donating their money to a health club? I think there's a lot of us. We donate our money and we don't use it. Or if you're doing an eating plan, then what does it look like when you get to the grocery store? What foods are you going to buy? So you need to see yourself doing those things and actively ask for your little village to support you in this. A few months ago, I tried paleo, and I love it. And I just found a one sheet of all the foods I can have. It was positive. It wasn't a don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. It's like, here's all the foods that you can have. And I put it up on the fridge, and that was my motivation. And the kids saw it, and my husband saw it. And everybody was kind of like, oh, well, can you have that? Is that on your list? And they kind of held me accountable without even, but they were playing my game.
Right.
And I appreciated that. Now, over the holidays, I have fallen off the paleo wagon, but I'm not defeated because I have the tools.
Right.
I have the resources. I just need to get back in the groove, and I have to go shopping for the right foods.
Right, but you know what? That it's hard for some people, especially. All right, we're in South Louisiana, and it's hard for some people to picture, like, what does that lifestyle look like? Like, if I took my parents and I brought them to Whole Foods and I said, okay, we're gonna go shopping here, both of them would look at me like, huh? Like, where is the Pillsbury sign? Like, where are these normal things that I see? Like, what does that look like?
Right.
And so I think that there's a lot of people who want to do that, who want to switch and do this big lifestyle change. But it's like, but what does that look like to you? What is, and I mean, specifically, like,
Right.
what do I buy? And I think that it's breaking down. It's finding somebody who's doing that already, and just saying, "Hey, can I go watch you?"
Right.
And learn from you. Not to
Like,
say
where
that
do you go? Like, what do you pick up?
Yeah.
What are some recipes? Like some guidance, some framework
Yeah.
to operate in, because we tend to go what's comfortable.
Absolutely.
Just like Walmart. They've got that on lockdown.
Yeah.
You go in any Walmart in any state,
Yeah.
and they all look the same for the most part.
Yeah.
And so your comfort. And so stepping outside your comfort zone really does require some effort, because whether it's Walmart or food or whatever, you have to be willing to go, okay, I'm about to face some change.
Right.
And that's okay.
But you don't have to go and do it all in one bite.
No.
It could be a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Of course you're going to
ease it into your life.
Yeah. When you say that you're going to, I'm going to start exercising every day. Plus, I'm going to change the way I eat. Plus, I'm going to change my
Okay, now
my
I'm
actions.
exhausted, and you haven't even finished telling me everything you're going to do.
Right.
Yeah.
Who can do that?
Right.
Kudos.
Well, I mean,
if
could you
can.
clean your house all at once? Can you
No.
clean your whole house all at the same time?
No,
No,
absolutely.
you have to start in one area.
Right.
And work your way around.
Right.
So that's kind of how you have to look at your life. You can't do it all at once.
Right.
So you have to ease. And they say if you can do something for 30 days, it can become a habit. So instead of
I've heard that in 21 days.
yeah,
That never seems achievable to me.
you can't get past 10.
I know, because then I'm like, it just seems like too much for me.
But then let's break it down. Let's say, okay, well, if I can do this for 7 days.
Okay, that would be more
Yeah.
achievable to me.
Get me from Monday to Sunday, or Thursday to Wednesday, or whatever.
or Wednesday to Thursday.
Yeah, whatever.
I mean,
whatever you want to do. Okay, but that's more than 7 days.
No, just one day.
One day.
One
Okay,
day.
gotcha, one day. But break it down. So, and then reassess. Then go, okay, I'm going to revisit this on Sunday. So there's the light at the end of my little lifestyle tunnel that I've said I'm going to do. I'm going to do this until whatever day you set for yourself, whether it's 1 day out,
Yeah.
3 days out, 7 days out, and then reassess, and then go another week. And then that way, and really a week is reasonable, because if it's eating a lifestyle food lifestyle change you want to make, grocery shopping usually is like once or twice a week.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can reassess and go, okay, this is where I was at. This is where I kind of fell off.
Mm-hmm.
And readjust. But stay on task and know that, just if you ate a brownie or a whole tray, saying from personal experience, it may have happened, that it's not over.
Yeah.
You didn't be like, oh, well, I blew that.
Right.
No, it was just a moment.
And you don't have
It's
to start
okay.
over.
Yeah, it's
Well-
just pick up where you left off.
That's right. Well, I recently, when I say it's been 4 months now, and right,
Yes. 3.
3 months.
3
3
months.
months, and I have quit smoking.
High five, sister.
What? Well, and I'll tell you, I had the hardest time with. It was in my mind, like envisioning what it would look like to not smoke. That was hard for me, and so I found that.
Did it stress you out a little trying to visualize it?
Oh, yeah. That and my biggest fear was, oh, my God, I'm going to get fat. I'm, like, going to eat everything, and I'm going to be so grumpy. And how am I going to deal with stress, And I just decided in my mind that, okay, I put the stress off of me. I also, at the time, I took a trip, and it kind of got me out of my normal routine.
Yeah.
But I found that breaking it down to for like a minute to 2 minutes, like, this isn't so bad. And when those bad cravings would come, I would stop and say, what's the reality here? Like, seriously, I'm letting that stress me out over what, And it was a lot of self-talk, but it really, really helped me a lot. So I'm throwing that out there.
I'm proud of you.
To just say that you can absolutely do it. And, I haven't blown up like I thought I was going to blow up.
No, you haven't.
I really haven't. I mean, I've put on a couple pounds, but I believe that has a lot more to do with the Christmas holidays and cookies and
Fudge.
pralines. No, pralines is my, like...
Fudge is my downfall.
Really?
My aunt sent a tin home with my mom.
Those tins, man.
And I put it on the island.
People
and
and their
every
tins.
time I walked through the kitchen, and she was nice. She cut it in little small squares.
Oh.
But that meant I would take like 3 or
Right.
5. I mean, I couldn't keep count. And I did. I polished off the whole tin.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's okay.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
a
yeah.
minute. It was just a blip.
That's right. You know what else?
And it tasted really good.
This is so kind of off topic, but why do we wait for Christmas and Thanksgiving to have cornbread dressing and green bean casserole and turkey?
I don't know.
And
But I
ham?
associate it with that.
But
I
just thought
crave
of
it. I crave it like right after Halloween candy.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I start craving cornbread dressing.
But it's like,
Like
That-
I almost can't even listen to Christmas music until I've had cornbread dressing.
isn't that weird? Is that a Southern thing or is that everybody?
I don't know.
Like, why don't we fry a turkey like, I don't know.
In July?
or have cranberries.
Well, it might be maybe because it's hot to fry a big turkey. I don't know. I've never personally fried one, but I can't imagine it would. It's an easy task. That's a
Yeah.
lot of
Well,
hot
what about
grease.
September,
Yeah. Like,
But now
like
it's like
fried turkey on Labor Day.
well, it's like we had it and we had it again and then we had it again. And I'm like, okay.
Enough turkey, people.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what it is. We just burn
You
ourselves
burn
out.
yourself out. Well, and
November
then,
and December.
Well,
it's
wait,
like,
king
ugh.
cake is here now.
Oh, yes.
Yes, you have the epiphany and then bam, king cakes.
Oh.
And so we're going to gorge ourselves on king cakes.
But I don't know that I'll ever get tired of king cake. But
I
see,
won't,
we're
but you know
fortunate
what?
that we live so close to New Orleans. We can really
Yeah.
get it anytime.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
wow.
true. And that's sweet. So I can only do that in small increments. For some reason, I can eat a tin of fudge, but king cake is a little rich for me. I don't know.
Well,
and then crawfish season.
oh, yeah.
So, and I will make myself silly on crawfish if given the opportunity.
Absolutely.
And then I'm good. Like once it's over, I'm like, okay. And then I move on, to I guess Bluebell.
Yeah, we're just so regimented, aren't we?
Can you tell we're in the South with all our food?
Yeah.
Like our whole year is like food.
That's right. And I laugh at my parents often too because they say, we'll finish eating dinner. Or, well, what are we going to have for breakfast the next morning?
Oh my gosh, I love thinking about when I worked in Baton Rouge. I would come in at 9 a.m. and I'd be like, "Hey, what are we having for lunch?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh my gosh!" And
It's not even breakfast.
One of my friends was like, "I haven't even eaten breakfast yet. Like I brought it; it's on the back counter. Like can't talk about lunch yet." I'm like, "All right, people, gotta be talking about lunch."
That's right. Maybe it's a Southern thing.
I don't know, but it makes me so happy to talk about lunch.
I know.
I get very excited.
That's
In
awesome.
fact, we need to talk about lunch today.
Yeah. That's wonderful. Okay, I'm down with whatever. Well,
So we just want you to be patient with yourself.
absolutely.
Practice some self-love, self-care. We honor your resolutions, but just give yourself some breathing room and honoring them for yourself.
That's right.
And know that
It's okay if you mess up.
you got 365 days.
That's right.
It's good.
You don't have to start on a Monday.
You don't. And you don't have to go every day. If
That's
one
right.
day you skip a day, it's okay.
Start over.
Start over the next day.
That's right.
Or
pick up where you left off.
pick
really.
up where you left off. Yeah, don't start at the beginning. Pick
No.
up where you left
Oh,
off.
yeah. Well, yeah, you don't even do that when you're playing video games.
I know.
Remember Nintendo? You know, you could start off at the little, that world.
Yeah.
You don't have to go all the way back
And then
to
the
beginning.
games now you can pause.
What?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I was
we're
playing
good.
Smash Bros with my kids on their Switch, and we paused the game.
Hey,
So sometimes you can pause.
pause and eat some fudge.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to get to a question. We had reached out and asked people if anybody had any questions regarding my gift, and so I just wanted to. I got a question that
It was general. It was a good.
It was a very general
general question, but it's a good one because
right.
Like, huh.
Yeah, and I mean, I just before I say what it is, I just want you to welcome everybody to go to our website at spiritualhighways.com, and you could submit a question. It could be a personal question, it could be or a general question about how it works. I'm open to whatever. So feel free to throw them at me, even if they're complicated. I love answering questions. But this one was very unique. I had not heard it before. And someone asked if I could see the other side. And I guess in a sense you could say I do see people from the other side. However, I don't see what heaven will be like. I feel like I have moments, and I think we all do, where it's like, wow, this is such an amazing moment. This must be what heaven's like. But I don't know. I'll have to figure that out when I get there. But as far as can I see the other side, I guess it's yes in the sense of I see people, but no in the sense that I don't see heaven. As a matter of fact, they often come through and they will, I laugh at this, but it's almost like a curtain or a veil, and sometimes clouds. But oftentimes it looks like a curtain, like a theatrical, like in a play. And there'll be people as they step forward and come through, and I'll see them. But sometimes when they walk away or step back, and me and the person I'm speaking to or giving the message to, or continue to talk about that person, they will stick their head out, like, pull their hands to the side and stick just their head out of there, and it looks like a curtain. That's exactly what it looks like to me, and and speak to me. So I guess there's a veil or a curtain in between. Like, okay, I'm going to let you see this, but you can't see that. So,
Right. But that makes. I mean, you're on a need-to-know basis.
That's
and-
right. That's right.
Yeah,
So. They show me what I'm supposed to see, but no, I don't think that I see completely on the other side, but
Right.
kind of. So I don't know what if there's a sandwich, I'm seeing like the ham, and the bread, would
Maybe
be
some
heaven.
mustard or
Yeah,
lettuce.
That's right, but I don't see,
You don't see the whole sandwich.
That's right. That's right. So me and my analogies,
I
man.
know.
I really
love
should get
it.
better.
Very random. Then you pull them, and I'm like, wow, I didn't see that one coming.
You never know. You never know. I don't know where they come from.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it. But you'd mentioned the forms on the website, and I wanted to let people know you can follow on Facebook and on Instagram.
Yeah, iTunes. You can
iTunes. Well, iTunes, definitely that's where you can listen to the podcast. But
Absolutely.
we do post things on our Instagram and Facebook between podcasts. So if you want to follow that as well.
Yeah, we're going to start giving you some more video. Lucky you. That won't be today, by the way.
Not that I want to see my mug every day, but you know.
Oh yeah. Well, we're trying to shake it up a bit, and we are still looking forward to some changes and updates that we have coming up on our show.
Yeah.
And we hope that you stay tuned and continue to check us out. And thanks again for all the love and support that everybody's given us. It's kind of overwhelming.
It really is. It really is. It's been very positive and so appreciated.
Yeah.
Appreciative.
Yeah.
Appreciated. So much appreciated.
Yeah, we appreciate you.
I'll get the right word out.
No worries. It's all good.
Well, thanks,
We'll start
guys.
again Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll start again Tuesday. But it might be Wednesday.
Oh, maybe. Well, have a good day.
We'll talk to you next week.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.